Hello and welcome to this video on how to export tables and graphs from Excel into Word. So here's a Word document I've prepared earlier. I'm going to now copy and paste the second table across into there, and I'll show you some tricks as we do this. So firstly, we're going to select the table. I'm going to copy that and I'm going to paste it over here. So when I paste this little clipboard appears in the top and the bottom right hand corner. I'm going to click on that and I'm going to select keep source formatting and link to Excel. Okay, now when I do that, it should link to my Excel file. So for example, if I change a cell here to 10, it should automatically also change it in my Word file because it's linked. The other thing that you can see happening when I change that is that my mean, my SD and my graph, all that will also update because I've used formulae here. So that's the advantages of using formulae linked to cells rather than inputting numbers, doing it separately on a calculator and then putting it in. So I'm going to undo that and everything else should follow. Okay, so in here, I'm not going to show you how to format things a little bit. So if we want to, for example, make all those columns even, we can go to the layout and we go to distribute columns. If I want to insert, I'm going to insert a caption for this. So the one above already shows you how, but if what we really need to do when we're doing a lab report is, and we're using tables and graphs, is we need to insert captions to show what's happening in here. Because at the moment, we can see there's a potato sample ABCD and volume of oxygen, but we have no idea what this means. So the one I wrote earlier, which gives you a lot more detail, is table 1. How does boiling and chopping a liver affect the rate of oxygen production when added to hydrogen peroxide, where A equals raw whole, B equals raw chopped, C equals boiled whole, and D equals boiled chopped liver. And where SD, so any abbreviations that you use in here, where SD is the standard deviation of the mean, and R1, R2, and R3 are repeats, or repeat measurements as you wish. Okay, so how do I insert that caption in the first place? So when in order to do that, I can right click on this top corner here and it will come down here, or I can go to insert caption here, or if I forget where caption is, I can go to help and type in caption and it shows you where it is. Okay, so I'm going to insert a caption and it automatically senses it's the second table, and I'm going to go blah 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 blah. I can just copy and paste and it goes on the board. So because I've already written this in a lot of detail, rather than rewriting it all, I'm just going to copy and paste and then change it from liver to potato. And that's so much easier. I've got all the detail I need, exactly how I want it, nicely formatted the way I wanted. All I need to do was copy and paste. Okay, now if I delete the first table here, it will automatically update this to then being table 1. Okay, I can do a similar thing with this graph. So in the graph, it looks a bit of a mess because I've copied it directly. I haven't fixed it yet. So for here, for example, the potatoes disappear. So I'm going to drag this, and there's the potato. This here is kind of going over 2 lines, so I'm just going to make that a little bit smaller. I'm going to have a caption, so I don't need a title anymore. It's very middle schooly, so I'm going to get rid of that. It gives me a little bit more space. There we go. Just takes a little bit of time. And I've added in another caption here, but this one's called figure. So it's the same thing. Insert up here and go to caption, and this time I've selected figure. Okay, so we use figures for things like graphs, pictures or photographs, or diagrams of things rather than a table. And that's it. Thank you.